This is a slideshow of Bill Maloney, my father. He grew up in Newcastle and Orange mainly. He was born in 1914, as you can see here. The war had not begun, March 1914. Here's some other things that happened in 1914. Here's his father, we think, as a young man. His father came from Melbourne, Prahan or Pran. Here's definitely his father on a horse. Melbourne people were a bit crazy about horse racing, far lap and all that. Here's the card, the back of the card, the horse is on the front. Here's a copy of Bill's birth certificate, 10th of March 1914. Bill here gives a background to his family, particularly his mother's side of the family. Now, in the next photo, you'll see Bill's Dutch relatives. There were, I think, 3 brothers and 3 daughters in the Moe family, and here they are. The middle one seems to have had some disability as she's always sitting. She's sitting here. Note the very tall women. The men in the previous photos seemed fairly tall too. Dutch people are regarded as the tallest in the world. Here's my grandmother with the 2 stepbrothers. Her mother died when she was born. My grandmother lived with the Swans in Newcastle much of her life. They were adopted grandparents. Here's the Swans again. Her father remarried after her mother died, but they stayed in Canamble. Here's my grandmother with that relative, that auntie, who seems to be not able to walk. This is kind of a good picture of my grandmother. It captures her personality. She was probably into her 60s there. Here's my grandmother on Bondi Beach with my cousin Julie, whom I don't, well, she's not related to Julie. Here's my grandfather on the step that leads into Clinton Street House where they lived. Here's my grandmother. She looked a lot like, or my father looked a lot like her in the face. There's no doubt about it. Here they are, my grandfather and grandmother. She's on the left, probably down at Circular Quay. I don't know who the other woman is. Here's my father's baptism certificate. You'll note that it was Hamilton and that's Newcastle. Here's my grandfather, I think, in Orange with some neighbours' children. Here's my uncle, dad's brother's birth certificate. His name was Harold. He's also registered at Hamilton for birth. Here's a certificate of training in first aid for my grandfather. My father was a fairly good swimmer, and this is a certificate from the rural high school or rural school in Orange. Here's my father's confirmation certificate, Church of England. This is a very old photo. We're not quite sure whether Bill is there somewhere. He may be the 1 second from the right. This is probably Bill when he was very young. We're not absolutely sure. That's definitely Harold. I don't know who the woman is. Probably a relative. There's Harold again. This is Harold and Bill on the beach at Newcastle. Bill's second from the left, Harold's on the left. Here's another shot of Harold on the right. Looks like it's at the same beach in Newcastle. There's Harold with 2 dogs. Probably Harold on the left, Bill in the centre. I don't know who the other people are. Looks like it could be at Newcastle again. Harold on the left, Bill on the right. Looks like they're with a relative. I'm pretty sure that's Bill. That's Bill again. Bill is in the back row, 3rd from the right. Here's Bill, probably with a relative. I suppose he's late teens there. Bill again. Bill had jet black hair, unlike his son who has just ordinary brown hair. There's a very good shot of Bill when he was young. Matinee idol, good looks. This is my grandmother's stepbrother. I think it might be Harold with his stepmother, with her stepmother. Here's Bill. Looks like he's in some kind of army, Air Force clothing. Here's Bill with his mother. She looks quite old there. Here's Bill's mother with a baby. It could be Don. Probably is Don, who was the 3rd brother. Once again, Grandma, Bill's mother, probably with Don. She had Don when she was almost 40. Don again. Grandfather with Don, I think. Bill with his younger brother Don, very much younger, I think nearly 20 years. I think Don's the one at the back. Bill's 3rd brother, just to mention it again. There's Bill and Don again. Looks like Harold in the background, but I'm not sure. This is Don again. That's Jimmy Swan, I think. I don't know where the location is. Don again. That looks very much like Don in the face. Don and his mother, my grandmother. Don again. Don. Yes, Don again. Animals were popular, weren't they? Don a bit older. I don't know what he's got in his hand there. Is it a cricket ball? I'm not quite sure. He was keen on cricket. Don again, of course. I'm pretty sure this is Don at Luna Park, where you get a picture like that taken. That's at Central Railway. The trams used to go up the hill to Central Railway from Haymarket. Don again. I suppose he's looking like an Air Force person or a soldier with that kit bag. There's Grandma with one of Bill's girlfriends. She features in quite a few photographs, this girl. I don't really know her name. There she is again. Bill's at the back. Bill again, big smile. He would have been less than 25 here. I think he left Orange when he was about 25. I don't know who the girl is, but obviously they're at some kind of function, probably in Orange. Bill again with a girl. He's a bit of a ladies' man. Bill again. That's Bill there. I'm not quite sure who the people are. He had a friend, Tom Frost. Could have been him. There's Bill with his main girlfriend, in terms of the photos at least. There she is again. I should try and find out her name. There's the girlfriend again. The girlfriend again. And again the girlfriend sitting on Bill's knee. Again, same girlfriend. Same girlfriend with a Morris car. Bill showing his Hollywood Casanova tricks. There's the girl again. Again, the girl. I don't know where that is. Looks like it could be the North Coast, but don't think so. This is Bill with Jeff Steele, who was a friend of his in Newcastle. That's the Clinton Street property in the first decade of 2000. Summer Street, the main street of Orange, was nearby. So, as the message or title says, that's Bill until the late 30s.